Hello, guys. What's up, guys? Wow, the large crowd. My name is Ryan, and I'm local here, and start with this question. How many of you are English teachers? Raise your hands! Wow. Me too. Guess everybody has me too moments, right? All right. So, I'd like to talk about, like, as a teacher, English teacher, you have all heard your students say something like this. I'm very sorry, my English is not good, so I cannot speak very well. Okay? You hear this all the time, right, from your students. You know why they do that? Because they're trying to lower your expectations. And they can later comfortably knock your socks off by performing better than you think, right? Imagine me as a normal athlete. I'm trying to compete in the Special Olympics, right? And I'm going to compete with a bunch of guys sitting on the wheelchair, some, disabled people, because, to make things more fair, because they got a lot of training, but I don't, right? So I think we should jump hurdles, right? That's how we should compete with each other, jumping hurdles with people sitting on the wheelchair. And I'm sure I can win that. And finally, I can bring home some trophies rather than participation ones. All right. Some people think maybe saying disabled is not that politically correct, so I'm trying to squeeze some LBGT juice into it. All right. And then, I'm a male, right? But what if I just say, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna be a transgender. I mentally consider myself as a female tomorrow, so I can participate in the female competitions, and I'm sure I can win some stuff, right? So, lower expectations is going to bring a lot of things to us. And also, being able to speak in a different language, like English, it really empowers you, because it enables you to say some things you normally cannot say. Like in Chinese, it's considered taboo, right? But in English, we can talk about all sorts about genitals. We can talk about dick, or penis, ding-dongs, right? We can talk about cones, pussies, vaginas. We can say these words all the time, but in Chinese, it's not appropriate. So that's why we should all learn and speak Chinese. But, if we all speak Chinese, there's going to be something we have to be really careful about. Chinese has a lot of subtleties. Think about, I'm just going to give you one example. The word that. Do you know what does it mean in Chinese? That means 那个, right? So, imagine a woman tells her husband, say, 我要那个, 我要那个. So, what will the husband try to interpret? Is she trying to get the really expensive Louis Vuitton bag she saw earlier? Or is she trying to ask me to sleep with her right now? Or if she is hoping for a big thrumming black cock that I don't have. So, there's so many subtleties we have to consider, And lastly, I'd like to share you guys the experience I had recently. I had a surgery. I'm still wearing the support. I had my herniated disc removed, like part of it removed. And the doctor says, well, we are going to put you into a coma, so you don't feel anything. 4 hours later, after the surgery, when I woke up, there's a fucking urine bag attached to my dick. How many guys of you have ever had this experience? A urine bag connected to your body? Oh, wow. I see someone raise your hand. All right. So, at first, I really hated it. Because, I think it's so humiliating. But later, you're going to realize how excellent it is. Because you don't need to pee. You don't need to go to the bathroom to use it. You just can... you just use it, right? On the bed. Nobody knows. So after 2 days, the doctor told me that, oh man, we have to remove the urine bag from your body. I was a little bit sad, to see it away. But at the same time, I was really excited. You guys know why I'm excited? Because the nurse taking care of me is fucking hot! Think about that. I'm going to get a politically correct hand job for free. Alright, so I played the waiting game, and finally the girl came, and he started saying, hey, relax. And she began to rub some lubrication on the tip of my ding dong. And she said, okay, you know what? She should give me a time to get prepared, right? Out of nowhere, she started to pull the rubber tube out of my dick. It's this long. Oh, by the way, I'm not trying to brag how long my dick is. So, at first, because my body wasn't ready, so I had no idea. So my body was relaxed. So the first part of the travel, the path, was okay. But later, the rest of it, after half a second, your body just getting to this flight or fight state. And the muscles start to twitching and start to squeeze. The passway got tighter. And the rubber band actually leaves this mark, this scar on the inside of my dick. Think about that. For the next week, I had this fucking burning sensation every time I pee. Man, I'm never got syphilis. I'm never gonna gonorrhea. Because that's how horrible it's gonna be, right? So, the last quote for you guys, watch out for your back. And don't let anyone pull a rubber tube out of your dick or vagina. Thank you, guys.